Guys, not a long video today. Let's see if I can get this earpiece working. Basically, short video today. Just thought I'd do a quick Q&A if there's anybody there, but I don't think there is. And I just had a few free moments. So let's see if anybody has any questions. Oh, hey, Tina. Yeah, I'm only going to be here for a little bit, but I was jumping on to see if anybody had any questions because I've been getting, again, lots of emails. And I thought, well, why not? So, oh, thank you for the thumbs up. So let's see, do you have any questions, Tina? If you have any, you don't have to have any. You could just chat too if you want. You know, what'd be cool is if you could actually talk, like if I could actually hear people asking their questions, because I usually have to read. Let's see, wow. Hello, Shannon. So everybody, I have about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. If anybody has any questions, I just thought I had a free moment. So I thought, okay, I'll log in and seeing if anybody has any questions. Some new exciting information has been coming up, and I actually just released a video right before I went live, and it's going to be exciting. I got new information coming up. I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping I'll be able to bring it up in about, I don't know, 2 weeks, maybe 4. I have to wait till some specific things happen, but you know, that's just I guess quote unquote the nature of things. I just wish that I wish I could just release it right away, but you know, I was told not to, so I have to respect the sources of the information, but it's still nonetheless exciting. So, you guys have any questions for me today that you may want answers to? Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna grab a little bit of hydrogen water because I talk a lot. My throat gets dry. So I take it no questions then. Thanks again for all the thumbs up, but not seeing too many. So I'll give you guys probably another maybe 5 to 10 minutes. See if anybody has anything. Because I've been getting a lot of emails lately. And so I thought this would be easier to answer a lot of people's questions. But I try to get back to everybody, but it's tough. You guys have anything to share? Anything? I've been adding a new mineral lately. Guess I could show you. A little boron. Good source of boron too. That's something that I find to be important. Where you source your stuff. I keep, you know, if you ever take any supplements, try to find out where they source them from, because it's not something that most people do homework on, and it appears to be quite important. Wow, many thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Well, I'm guessing, let's see, I don't have any burning questions, but I always find the info you share and conversation excellent nuggets of info. Well, the latest one is I just made a video. You can probably watch it, but it has to do with one of the things that I've had to do a lot of research about when it comes to hydrogen that I don't think most people look into is the engineering aspect. So the way that machines are engineered or other products, the way that they make hydrogen. I was pretty shocked to find some new information the other day. Finally got a chance to share it, which is I didn't realize that the higher the output of a device, the less purity. And in order to get high purity with high output, very difficult and apparently very expensive. So there can be a nice sweet spot, which apparently I'm learning that that's what the Hydrofix has done. It's makes the water, the gas, and the purity is extremely high. That's something that I'm going to be sharing more information on in the very near future, more data about that I've apparently recently discovered, that I kind of thought I knew everything about this machine, but everything that I'm finding, I'll just let you know, is good stuff. And it's actually blowing my mind, and it's actually better than I expected. I always knew it was good, thought it was good, but this new info that's going to be coming out real soon is actually just showcasing that it's better than I ever expected. And that's pretty surprising. Let's see, we just started an organic vegan diet, 85% raw, along with our hydrogen water, hoping to see great results. Thanks for your info, Shannon. You know, that's awesome. If the only thing to remember is if you can do intermediate fasting or fasting is great, in my opinion. Obviously, none of this is medical advice. Also, when you do eat, don't snack. Let your body run empty. Drink the hydrogen water, empty stomachs. And the biggest thing is probably to make sure that you're going to be able to get your nutrients while you're eating this way. That's one of the most difficult things. And I would say probably, well, I use the products from my shop, purium.com. They have a lot of good products. From my special, the one that's my favorite that I think is quite special is something called Power Shake. And let's see, Power Shake and berry protein. So just make sure to stay up on your nutrients, and D3 and B12, super important. Okay, Jose Antonio Farias has a question. Do you know about someone with emphysema? Yes, I've worked with a lot of people who have breathing conditions, emphysema, asthma, poor oxygen saturation levels in their blood. Again, not medical advice, but there's a lot of things you can do when you really want to open up the blood vessels from nitric oxide, not nitrous oxide, but nitric oxide, which your body can produce. And typically you do that from basically fruits and vegetables. You can look up the foods. In fact, the majority of the foods I put in my smoothie do just that. They just open up those blood vessels. When you take in clean water and hydrogen, it helps regulate the pH in your blood, which helps absorb more oxygen, which is going to help. And it really moves things. So that's another thing that I think is important. And what else? There was one more important thing. Well, obviously, hydrogen gas inhalation is going to be good. Lots of fruits and vegetables actually also help with what's the word I'm looking for? With helping again regulate the pH so that you can actually absorb oxygen more effectively. And in my opinion, for somebody dealing with emphysema, obviously depends how you got it, because if you're a smoker or something, then that's a whole different story, but these things would still help. The other thing when it comes to emphysema would be, I'm trying to remember here. Oh yes, I would do no dairy. And I would probably really minimize things that acidify the blood. Well, whether it's meat, dairy, seafood, eggs, just maybe temporary until you can kind of heal some of this. It's not forever. But that's what I would do. But yes, I've worked with people with emphysema and actually have had some pretty wild results. I was a little surprised because I remember one from a few years back that shocked me. Somebody who had trouble with their oxygen saturation levels, and they were having trouble for like well over a decade. They'd had trouble for a long time. And one of their physicians had recently got on the hydrogen, and the patients saw it and they're like, "Hey, what's that?" And they're like, I don't think it'll help you. And they're like, "Well, I want to try it." And for the first time in easily over a decade, I think it was closer to 2 decades, that person's oxygen saturation went up more than they'd ever seen. And it was pretty remarkable. So, hi, Christine says, hi, Greg. Hey, guys. Again, if you have any questions, I probably have about maybe another 5 minutes, something like that. And then I'm going to log out today, but I'll be right back. I can still chat with you guys. I'm just going to brush my teeth here real quick. Quick brush, because I just recently had dinner and I like to do a little brushing right after dinner, and I didn't get a chance to. So give me maybe about 20 seconds, guys. So hold on a second. And meanwhile, if you guys want to, you can type in any question you want, and I'll see if I can answer it. Like I said, probably have about maybe 5 minutes or something like that. So maybe I will, maybe I'll pour some hydrogen water into my pouch actually. And you guys can see how I do that. I think you've seen it before probably on my videos. But if you haven't, I can show you guys how I do it. And it's important to, one of the good things about making the water, the hydrogen water, really stable, high level, it's with high stability, what I've discovered is literally better than a high output where the water is not stable. And it just doesn't seem to be as effective. So let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see if anybody had a question before I started with that. Let's see. Will the new info Hydrofix make it even more attractive to use? Oh yes, it's going to be very impressive. And it's already part of the machine. Is an empty stomach considered to be after 2 hours or so? Yeah, it depends on what food you ate, but 2 to 4 hours. Hydrogen water help for a person with Lewy body, which is in somewhat like Parkinson's. In my opinion, it can slow it down, maybe reverse some of it. And if you add other things with it, I think that personally, I think the results would be good in my opinion. I just got my Lourdes machine, says Jose. Thanks, you're awesome, dude, because I think you're going to love it. Let's see, Bryce says, do you have a protocol on how to increase male private part? I do actually. And I haven't done any videos on it because I just don't know if YouTube would like that. Whoops, thanks. More beneficial. Yes. Christina Cole, could you talk a bit more about natto and what it does and how to use it? Also, I'm sure you've talked about this before, but how many glasses of hydrogen water do you need to consume to see benefits? All these things depend. As far as natto is concerned, my goodness, the list of benefits of it is extremely long. The Japanese have done numerous studies on natto. I would literally have to pull up some stuff on Google because there's just too much info. I mean, there's a lot on natto. I can tell you one thing though, it's got really rich vitamin K, shown to be very anti-cancerous and oxygenates cells. And not to mention that it has extremely high quality protein, fermented, and one of the other big things about natto, which I find to be quite unique and special, are some attributes about it that I don't think I can say on video because I think it would get me in trouble actually. I don't know how to share it though. I'll just say that it's really good during the flu season. Let's just put it that way. And the other thing that natto does, which is very interesting, is it actually thins your blood out a little bit, which is a very, very good thing, especially when combined with hydrogen. That's why it's one of my protocols to use them together. And really, really, the hydrogen opens up all these pathways, and then you have something that thins the blood just a little bit to get things moving. That's the reason that I like to eat the way that I do. I don't eat things that tend to really sludge up the blood because it's so important to carry the nutrients in the blood and to have the blood moving. Can't emphasize how important that is. All right, let's see. Have you covered hydrogen-rich enemas before? No, but I think they would be good. Can you share it? Does the water have benefits for nasal rinses? In my opinion, yes, but I would usually use something that is more for killing pathogens. What's your opinion? I just do inhalation if you want to get it in your sinuses. What's your opinion on doing inhalation with a stuffed up nose? In my opinion, it would be a good thing. If you can, have you covered hydrogen-rich enemas? No, but I do think, I mean, I've thought about it obviously for a long time. And if you can make an enema with nutrients, by the way, put it right into the colon, absorb right into it. And if you were to combine it with hydrogen, in my opinion, that could be a very good thing. So yeah, guys, short session today. Let's see here. And it says, do you have a place to find your protocols? Are they on your videos? No, because they're different. Each one's a little different. And also because there's just no way I could put them online. They would either get, well, some of them have already been stolen before. My ideas get stolen too often, and it's a little frustrating, to be honest. And then the other aspect is some of them would probably get my channel in trouble because there's just certain things they won't let me talk about, which I used to in the past. And those old videos got removed, so missed out if you're pretty new to the channel. But you can always email me. We can chat. Wow, a lot of people in the group today. Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. And but yeah, good questions, guys. If you have anything else, you can ask now. Otherwise, maybe I'll sign in a little later. I'm going to go for a quick walk, do my little nightly routine of showering and doing a full toothbrushing routine and flossing and all these things that I do to take care of my body. And all right, I don't see any other questions. So good to see you guys. And I'll see you guys a little later on today or maybe later. Shannon says, thanks again. You're very welcome. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, till next time, guys. Enjoy the video I just released if you haven't watched it. It's good. So I would recommend that. And thanks for all the support. All right, see you guys.